Listen, semen retention gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, Steph is so cold. Listen, one way or another, people just gonna start listening to my content because I'm giving you the facts. They gonna eventually, listen, trust me, they're gonna eventually stop listening to Steph is so cold. Listen, when they get on child support enough, they're gonna eventually say, listen, Steph is so cold, he been lying the whole time. Cause bruh, Steph is so cold just made another video talking about 3 ways to find out if your girl is for the streets. News 1, rule number 1, Steph is so cold is outdated. This is what I tell y'all about the dating game. As a guy, a woman 304 is more powerful than you. She has a more powerful energy level than you because you love to release that seed. All you doing is powering these 304s up, what you like to call them. All you doing is powering these women up. All you doing is powering these wolves up. You feeding the wolves. At the end of the day, Steph is so cold. He used to have a wolf picture in his background. He's not a bigger wolf than Jim Jules. Jim Jules will shut him down too. Why you think he don't go on podcast? Jim Jules will shut him down too. He's disrespectful. He's bitter. At the end of the day, he making videos talking about if your girl is online showing her backside, the bubble, she for the streets. How could she be for the streets if she's showing it online? Obviously, she's for the internet. But see, what happens is when you want to play this 1950s, 1960s, I'ma go on a date with this little yeah. At the end of the day, Steph is so cold, he's giving you guys 2001 to 2005 game in the age of 2025. If a woman is for the streets, she would walk the strip. I repeat, if a woman is for the streets, she would walk the strip. She would walk the strip. At the end of the day, those women that he's talking about, they're for the internet. They're not for the streets. If they were for the streets, they would walk the strip with no clothes on, with a micro thong on and a bra on and a blade jacket. At the end of the day, they're not walking a strip in 2025. They're taking photos for lustful guys so they can come up. This dude Steph is so cold talking about that's how you know if your girl a thought. No, you can know if a woman is a, what you like to say, 304, or better yet, you can know if a woman is not for you. Just ask this one question. How many bodies do you got? If she say 3, nope. If she say 1, nope. If she say 2, nope. She has to say 0, and I have to be established. But once I'm established, the woman that says her body count is 0, that's the woman that I'm going to build with. That's the woman that I'm going to empower. The woman who waited. This guy is wasting your time. You going to go on 18 more dates before you find out the whole Clemson football team then ran a train on her. I repeat, you're going to wait 6 months down the line till you find out the whole Clemson football team ran her. Because now you got to become more cold. You might as well just move to Antarctica. I don't think there's no females in Antarctica. Move to Antarctica. You're the coldest guy alive. It's probably negative 30 over there. There's no women over there. You are super duper cold. At the end of the day, this guy, he used to come on YouTube saying, YouTube, what it do, YouTube. He sound like None Out of Soul. Bro, I think None Out of Soul is still in his content, because that's how None Out of Soul say what's up. He said, YouTube, what it do. At the end of the day, bro, no, nunca. At the end of the day, bro, you don't need to waste your time with women and go on multiple dates just to find out that she's a 304, what you like to call her, or aka for the internet. This is what happens when you're playing the dating game. They've been gutted out like a fish before. They've got trains ran on them before. They've been in Lamborghinis before. They've been a passenger princess in somebody else's Corvette before. Then you want to take them along, show them some, you think it's new game that Steph is so cold has taught you. It's not new game. Women have heard everything. When I tell you they've heard everything, literally, they've heard everything there is to hear. Listen, you cannot finesse a woman in a first world country. You guys think you're finessing these women, but then you ending up on child support. So are you really finessing? You guys cannot finesse women in a first world country. This is the mindset that you have to have. You have to have a broke or broken mindset to run game on a woman in a first world country. This is a first world country where Uncle Sam is on her side. You're trying to run game with a woman who got Uncle Sam on speed dial. 911 is on speed dial. You're trying to date in 2025 instead of run up the millions. Dudes in the background talking about, yeah, we ain't gonna listen to no sweaty dude outside. We ain't gonna listen to, but you gonna listen to a guy named Steph is so cold who get all the way up close on a woman backside, on a Latina at that backside, like this. He looking at the camel toe, he looking at everything. Tell that guy to back the hell up. I repeat, tell that guy to back the hell up with that old game. I repeat, tell that guy to back the hell up with that old game. At the end of the day, this guy is bitter. He's calling women out of their name just because the woman that he wants doesn't want him. Oh, he got to try harder now? Listen, at the end of the day, when you control your lust, you can see a very beautiful woman and not want anything from her. You're not going to want anything from her. You don't want anything in return. I could give the most beautiful woman in America a compliment right now. I'm not going to ask for her number. At the end of the day, you guys don't know how to adapt to the jungle because you don't have a passport. You're in America. The relationship is not going to work out. Let's check out American values. Once she turns 16 years old, she already got 7 bodies to her name. So by the time she's even legally able to go on a date with you at 18 years old, she's already out of there. She already been smashed and ruined by 7 guys who were not established, who lied to her. Tried to act like they was that dude. See, they don't like you when you make content and say treat women good. They want you to get deleted. They want you to get led to the hotel and have a woman in Florida pepper spray you and take your Rolex watch. At the end of the day, they just got a woman arrested for luring men into hotels, pepper spraying them, and taking their Rolex watches. Rolex. Steph is so cold, can't even afford a Rolex. They're taking Rolex watches off of you. So at the end of the day, Rolex watches is because it's a Rolex. At the end of the day, you can keep your Rolex in peace. You don't have to go out into the dating game because listen, you guys have to understand, when you're trying to date a woman, when you're on these dating apps, you're swiping right. Okay, cool, you got a match. You don't know this girl. You don't know this woman. She's going to tell you she got 3 bodies. She's not going to tell you she got smashed by a whole football team. This is America. They don't value self-respect. They don't value self-love. So since they don't value self-respect, since they don't value self-love, what will Steph is so cold game give you? What advantage will his game give you besides obsessing over women who overlook you? That's what the red pill is designed for. It's all designed to be obsessed over a woman, want to lust and smash a woman who's overlooking you. So you need to learn 27 and a half steps just to get inside of the panties, inside of the body of a woman who does not even like you. You gotta raise her interest. Is that king energy? Do you think a real king will go around a woman who doesn't respect him just so he can raise her interest? No, a king's not gonna do that. A king is always around people who have actual high genuine interest in him. If they're not genuinely interested in you, why are you around them? At the end of the day, do you not understand this is 2025? If you pull up in a Rolls Royce, women are coming up to you asking for your number. Women are coming up to you, they don't even need your number. Listen, here's her number. She will give you her number if you pull up in a Rolls Royce. Guys don't want to pull up in a Rolls Royce. They want to pull up in a Toyota and get the supermodel. You're not getting a supermodel in a first world country with the car you only paid $20K for. These guys just don't get it. You're going to keep watching Steph is So Cold videos. He tells you, boom, step number 1. You will know if she a thought if she taking backside photos. What about the women who don't take photos at all on Instagram? And they're getting smashed by tons of guys. You gonna think you winning. Oh, she ain't give you her Instagram. She probably gave you the backup Instagram. You think that's her main. It don't say backup page. She gave you the backup Instagram. Oh, she got 130 followers. Oh, she don't even show her pictures on here. Oh, she good. 5 months later, you find that other Instagram. She getting flew out to Italy like DDG baby mama. At the end of the day, listen, save yourself heartache. The dating game is gonna destroy you. The dating game is designed to step on you. I repeat, the dating game is designed to step on you. They're stepping on women. They're stepping on men. They're stepping on women. They're stepping on men in the dating game. Club Shay Shay, he got stepped on for $50 million by a 19-year-old, 90-pound OnlyFans model who's probably about 5'6", 5'4", 5'2" probably. He's about over 6 feet. He got muscles, but he has no strength. He's not strong. He's not a strong-minded person. He can't control his lust at the old age that he's at. Listen, if you're 50, 60 years old, I'm not judging you, but it's not over. You didn't sell your soul to a lodge like Club Shay Shay. I'm here to tell you, you are not cooked. You can take 10 years to go on a run. You can drop content for 10 years straight. You'll be backing Ferraris up. If you're 50 in 10 years, you'll be backing Ferraris out in 60. Better late than never. At least you got one. At least you're not like Steph is So Cold. You gotta, well, if you do this, then you might be able to get her. It's not a guarantee. Listen, at the end of the day, stop focusing on trying to chase a relationship. These guys are forcing relationships out here, and it's not being talked about. You guys are forcing relationship. You're going up asking and begging for the number. We're going to stop saying ask for the number. It's 2025. Asking for the number was so 1950. In 2025, it's called begging. You are now begging. You are no longer asking. If you want the number, she knows you want the coochie. You don't like her, she knows you want the coochie. Listen, I remember one point in my life, listen, God, please forgive me for my sins. I don't want to be a player no more. So listen, I was dating this girl one time, wasting time, like the red pill tells you to do. I smashed her and her 7 friends. Her 7 best friends. I smashed all 8 of them. And they didn't even know. They didn't even know. Listen, I smashed all 8 of them. They found out later. Listen, it only lasted 2 weeks. I smashed all 8 of them. Guess what I got out of it? I got disrespected out of it. Even though I got a nut out of all of it, I got disrespected at the end. Listen, you don't need to get disrespected at the end. What you need to do is, the Bible says, he who finds a wife findeth a good thing. The women that you are chasing in the dating game, are they your wife? So are you finding a good thing? Boom, right there. That's all you needed to know. You're not going to take her serious. You're not going to marry her. Keep your private area away from hers. I repeat, you're not going to take her serious. You think she's a 3 or 4? Cool. Keep your private area away from hers. You're just going to damage her even more. The more you smash women that been smashed and gutted out like by other guys, you're damaging them even more. They're going to make even more videos about why they don't like men and don't respect men. Listen, you live in America. Women don't respect men in America. They think you're weak. They think all men are the same in America. You cannot play this dating game and having women think you are the same as Chad. I'm not the same thing as Chad Ochocinco. I don't have arguments with females, and I don't headbutt my wife. I don't have a wife. At the end of the day, I'm not here to sell you SEX like Club Shay Shay, so you gotta pop hymns. I'm gonna drop another video next after this one. The reason guys have to pop hymns and take honey packs and all type of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a wife, the name of the game is called freedom. You are a free man. You don't have to be in bondage. You don't have to date. Dating is bondage. Now you got to listen to a girl you don't even take serious, but since you want the cat, you're going to follow her rules. You're going to follow her new world orders. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, I don't care what the red pill Steph is so cold, Mr. Bitter himself is telling you. He does not care about men. Steph is so cold. If he cared about men, he would tell you to stop dating because women don't respect men. But Steph is so cold does not care about a man's respect. He only cares about if a man's getting his meat wet. If a man's around a woman 24/7. Around a baddie 24/7. They like to say if you not on your grind. No, they like to say if you not around baddies 24/7, you not the man. Listen, you could be a single man, no baddies in sight. You backing out the Ferrari. You backing out that clean Corvette C8 Z06. You are the man. All you have to do is be the focused man. You're the man if you have nuts in between your legs. If you can allow your nuts to hang and not be controlled in society, you are the man. I repeat, you are the man. Don't let these red pill coaches tell you you need a woman to make you a man. Because a woman doesn't need a man to make her a woman. Only purpose a woman has in a man's life is procreation. If you're not trying to procreate, why are you looking for a wife if you don't want to procreate? You want to procreate 10 years from now. So why are you worried about women right now? If you're not going to procreate till 2035 and it's 2025, why you not running up the comment? Why you not running up the numbers? Why you not running up the millions? Why you not dropping content? You got all this time on your hands, so you just going to learn from Steph is so cold how to be more and more bitter. By the time you get your wife from learning all that Steph is so cold red pill bitterness game, you know what you gonna do when your wife talk back to you? Boom! You gonna hit her straight in the head. You would do that to your wife? Like Chad Ochocinco? At the end of the day, listen, this is why guys have to control their lust. You become a crack addict for a woman's crack. I repeat, you become a crack addict for a woman's cat. Steph is so cold. He's been bitter ever since he can't get over the fact he was buying Chick-fil-A and Chipotle for a woman and he didn't even have a car. He wasn't even established. That didn't even count. He's bitter about a time when he didn't even have a car. That does not count. I'm here to tell you, if you ever got treated bad by a woman and you weren't a multi-millionaire, that did not even count. Dating does not even count. When a woman gets married, you think she's gonna tell her partner about all the guys she's dated? No, she's gonna say she got a small body count, even though she really got 400 bodies. At the end of the day, she probably got 400 bodies. Her husband's only gonna know about 3 guys. Those were the only 3 guys who treated her seriously. And then something in between happened. They went to jail. At the end of the day, you got to understand. He's telling all dudes, check out a woman's Instagram. But if you get in the number, you won't see her Instagram. What if you don't got Instagram? Now how you gonna know? It's called conversation. Just ask these women, are you a virgin? They'll tell you, no, I'm not a virgin. Cool. Try something different. She's not a virgin, aka she's been gutted out like a fish before. A guy stuck that rod inside of her. What they call it in New Orleans. A guy stuck that rod inside of her. At the end of the day, that's not what you want. He's talking about women showing cleavage. He's talking about if women are getting paid from an OnlyFans, then she's good. What the hell? That's nasty. Lust is disgust. I repeat, lust equals disgust. The red pill is disgusting. They're teaching you how to be more and more disgusting. You only care about disgusting acts. Oh, she's not letting me smash. That's disgusting. That's not your wife. You have to look at all women that you're lusting after as that's nasty. That's not your wife. You don't love, bro. Love is not lust. Lust is not love. When you see a guy talking about smashing a woman, he doesn't love her. He lusts after her. That's called disgust. That's disgusting. This is a nasty guy. Listen, when I was watching The Hub when I was like 12 years old or something, bro, my mom accidentally heard it. When I was in a restaurant, she heard a woman moaning. She said, you keep on watching that nasty stuff. I repeat, she said, you keep on watching that nasty stuff. You know why? Because lust is disgust. If it's not your wife, if you're not smashing your wife, making love to your wife and smashing, we got to get rid of that word. That's disgusting. You make love to your wife. You don't smash your wife. You make love to your wife. This is why you got to deprogram your mind, desexualize your brain from all the red pill crack tactics. I call it the red pill crack tactics. Their job as a dealer, yeah, that's what the red pill is. They're selling you red Adderall pills. They're selling you red laced pills. You're becoming more and more addicted the more you agree and watch their content. You're becoming more and more sucked into the dating game. At the end of the day, why would I want to date? When I could date a Lambo. I could date a green Lambo, date a red Lambo, date a yellow Lambo, date a black Lambo, matte black, date a matte black, a matte white Lambo. I'll date 5 different Lamborghinis. They'll never leave me. I'll be married to one woman and I'll date 5 supercars. At the end of the day, I'll date a supercar. I'm dating these biceps. I'm dating these biceps and these tries. That's what I'm dating. I'm not dating a woman. Why would I do that? So I can lose my seed? You know what comes with dating? SEX. So I can lose my seed. Listen, all of the guys who are in the dating game right now, you trust me, you're not missing out. They're the ones missing out on the Lambos. They're missing out on dropping content. They're missing out on creating an empire for their future children, their future family to thrive. All the women you date, that's taking away your seed from giving it to your wife. No, I'm gonna find one woman at the end, once I'm rich, a multi-millionaire real estate portfolio, fleet of supercars. I'm gonna give my seed to one woman. I'm gonna put 12 kids in her. gonna give my seed to one woman. I'm gonna empower one woman. Unless I got daughters, I'm empowering one woman. At the end of the day, you got to understand, why would you want to spread your seed across the whole world? You just smashing women all over the world? That's a dickhead move. You're not making multi-millions all around the world. No, you're smashing all around the world. You're an all around the world dickhead. Listen, do not listen to the Steph is so cold. He's still mad. Bro, you still mad that your girl got smashed? That wasn't your girl. You never asked her, hey, are you a virgin? I bet if Steph is so cold would have got with a virgin, he wouldn't have had to deal with this, and he probably wouldn't be a red pill coach today. This is coming from dating women who have been destroyed by DICK after DICK after DICK after DICK. They got hit with the 3 inches. They got hit with 7 inches. They got hit with 12 inches. Some women even got hit with 16 or 14 inches. And you want to come along and date that? What are you going to do differently than those guys did? They did all they did. Listen. After the first guy hit it, there's nothing you can do. Listen, you cannot hit it better than the guy who took her virginity. That was her first experience ever. She'll always remember that guy. The guy who took her virginity, Steph is so cold used to say how to imprint a woman. Listen, shut up. The guy who took her virginity, that's her imprint and her only imprint. Listen, even when she get a future baby daddy, listen, she's gonna disrespect this guy. She's using his seed to come up. At the end of the day, she remembered that first guy who smacked it and straight went deep. She remembered that first guy. You guys are coming in 27th place. This is an Indy 500 race. You guys are coming in 27th place. Mad at the guy who came in first place. Why does he get to have the trophy? He was the first guy. You got to understand, a woman's first sexual experience was her first #1 draft pick of the NFL Combine. I repeat, a woman's first body she lost her virginity to is her #1 NFL draft pick in the NFL Combine. You gotta understand, Steph is so cold. The reason you gotta run game is because you were not the first round draft pick. You have to prove yourself. The first round draft pick, he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to do anything. You guys have to learn 27.5 steps just to get a little bit of interest. High interest all the way up here. You start off right here. You 27.5 steps. You're right there. You think you're getting closer and closer. You're right there. It's just gonna stay right there. She gonna give you the cat on consignment. So one day she hoped that you nut inside of her. It was all a lie. She never loved you. She loved that child support, that $15K that she's about to get every tax time. Every tax time, thanks to you, the bozo the clown who listened to Mr. Steph is so cold and he never went to Antarctica before. Yeah, you're the loser. You're the first loser. Every guy who hit it after that guy who took her virginity is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth loser. Listen, I used to run track. And you know what a guy told me? He said, the guy who comes in second place is the first loser. You're the first guy who lost to the first place guy, to the first round draft pick. When LeBron James went first round draft pick, every guy who came after that were the first loser. You always want to be a woman's first round draft pick. You guys don't know about being a woman's first round draft pick because you've never taken a woman's virginity before. At the end of the day, you guys are in the dating game. Listen, all women on dating apps, newsflash, they're not virgins. So you guys are all losers. They're picking the best loser. I repeat, they're picking the best loser that they can control. The dating game is not about attraction. It's not, oh, get your body right, G. That's what he say all the time. Get your body right, G. It's not about having your body right. It's about control. If you got muscles and they can control you, bet, come through. If you are out of shape, but they can control you, oh, come through. We about to terrorize you. At the end of the day, you have to see women as wolves. Just like we see Steph is so cold as a wolf, as the background picture of his old videos, Steph is so cold as a wolf. He has plans on devouring the sheep. So all the sheep, the 500,000 subscribers that are subscribed to him, those are all sheep. He has plans on devouring you without even touching you. I repeat, he has plans on devouring you without even touching you. He don't even got to touch you. He's going to devour you. He's going to give you devourful knowledge. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's a word today. He's going to give you devourful knowledge. At the end of the day, no thank you. At the end of the day, no te preocupes. At the end of the day, no te preocupes. Listen, take that knowledge somewhere else. Give it to some other sheep. Give it to another wolf and you guys can devour each other. I'm the sheepdog, and when I'm in town, you not on my watch. I repeat, I'm the sheepdog, and when I'm in town, not on my watch. Semen retention gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.